Hi, Chris Stebnitz, Stebnitz Builders. Again, we're at the 2015 New Home and Remodeling Expo. I gotta take you a look around here. This place is really looking great. Lots of people around, great vendors, great products. But I stopped at this one right here. You've got to meet these people. Emily with Heritage Beam and Board, and we have.
I'm Seth Hansen. Nice
Seth,
to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Tell us a little bit about what you guys do. This is so cool.
Well, up on this wall, you'll see some of the local barns that we reclaimed in this area. Actually, my husband Adam over there and Seth have done these barns themselves. And we reclaim the local wood, and we do custom furniture, materials, flooring, all sorts of things.
These are really neat. So, I mean, these boards down here. How old are some of these that you're reclaiming?
Well, if you think about it, the trees themselves are probably pretty old. When they got cut down about 100, 150 years ago.
Yep.
And I mean, they could be pretty old.
All right, the one right behind you. Let's talk about this. This table. This is sweet. Tell me a little bit about it.
So this particular board, which was a floor joist out of a barn outside of Harvard, Illinois. Let me see, buddy. Thank you. This just had this character in there, so we were like, this would be a great spot for a sofa table because you don't necessarily have to have a writing surface.
Yeah.
So, each board has its own thing, and so we basically do a light plane on the face and do a back plane to get them all the same dimension, and then we'll biscuit joint them and glue them. And this particular one has a metal, a steel base that's been powder coated. So we offer all different types of colors and textures in powder coating, and then we can make whatever you'd like to, whatever specifications you have. If you want a wood base or a table or a hutch.
So the one thing that I would see would be a challenge is that you have so many different. I mean, how do you standardize what these people are looking at? Because the wood is not standard.
Correct.
It's about the wood, So we all of our designs try and feature the wood, and we work with our customers. They come up with an idea, or we come up with an idea with them, and we figure it out. So it's very individual.
Let's go up here and take a look. This is another piece that kind of caught my attention. I think you're showing an example of some old craftsmanship. Tell me a little bit about this.
So this is a custom piece that we made. It can be used in a number of different ways, but it's been designed as a barn. So this has these would have been beams from a local barn. The top would have been made from barn joists, and we left this one really rustic, so we can get any level of finish to the wood. So anything, this would be like kind of about as rustic as you might get, where you've got the old heavy saw lines.
Sure.
And the more we take off of the top, the
graining.
The more character. So this.
Take a look at the front here. Yeah.
He was going to run into me, Josh.
So we've got custom rollers and rails all set up for this.
That is awesome.
The interior is all. This is all barnwood siding with a finish on it. These again are joists.
That's really pretty.
And
yes, isn't that cool?
We've also got some options where you can put a fold-up, flip-up front edge on it to gain a little more of a bar space. You can fold it down when you don't want to use it, and then also a footrest. All really custom cool. Hardware. So yeah, it's a very versatile piece. It could also just be used as just like a side table in a living room to store things. Yeah.
And look at this piece here.
This piece is from a local barn just outside of Elkhorn, Wisconsin. It's a hand-hewn beam. So this would be the oldest beams that you're going to find in the area. This would have been essentially an oak tree that they would have dropped in the woods, and this would have been before sawmills happened. So they would take an axe and they would turn a round tree into a square beam, all by hand. So the person that actually created this by hand they've been gone a long time. So this is a serious piece of history, you know, all done by hand, all notched out.
And the notches, explain how this comes together.
So essentially this is the tenon that they would, the whole barn would be put together with mortise and tenon. So it's all wood pegs, there's no nails. The only nails that you'll find on a barn are the nails that hold the siding on the barn. So everything else, the entire structure is held together with pegs. It's all wood.
And it's a great thing. We're actually doing a project with some tenon and mortise portico. So this is great. You can show me exactly what it's going to be looking like. That coming into that tenon there. Explain how that fits together. How does this come in? Why do we have that?
Oh, certainly. So basically, what they would have done is when they assembled it, this would have not been in here right off the bat. They would create a space like this, and sometimes the space would go all the way through. Other times it would only go halfway in, but then they would drill a hole through across it, slide in the actual tenon, and then they would put a peg like this through and hold it in place. And it is such a structurally sound way of building that these old barns have been around for many years, and still most of them are extremely structurally sound. Typically the only reason that these old barns ever come down is because the roofs aren't maintained and the water gets in and starts to rot things away.
This is great. You guys have an awesome booth, and you're located on Loveland Road in Elkhorn, and you've got an actual barn. That's where all of your displayed and your showroom is located.
Correct.
And people can stop by and check out some of the things you have, right?
Yep, we're open by appointment, and yeah, we operate out of an old dairy barn.
Awesome, great. Well, thanks for showing us around.
Thank you.